Okay, guys, welcome to, is this episode 4 or 5? I can't remember.
I don't know. I think now it's going to be episode 3 for me, but before was also episode 3. It's going to get really confusing for you guys.
Yeah. Anyway, it's the continuation.
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome, Agrippa.
How's it going, man? Awesome,
yep, good.
As always, to get back in this fight, and I think we really, we're truly into the bloodshed now, so it's going to be interesting. Now it's almost like a number crunching game.
Yeah, it's going to get very, very interesting. You've got the advantage on this flank, and I've got the advantage on the other flank.
For sure. And again, I really wish that we had a little more respect for those raw spearmen. I think they could have maybe, rushed up and caught those horse archers, or at least made them, flee in panic. But unfortunately not.
I think you're well positioned over that side. I think it's the right hand side where I've got all of my knights are going to be that'll be the factor for me. It'll be whether you get through here.
Spearmen against knights, which is definitely in my favor, but he's got some knights behind the lines there. He's also got an additional commander unit behind the line there. So I'm not so sure if I break through if things are going to go that well for me. Let's see.
A bit worried about how loud my sound is, actually. I'm just going to go and just change my settings again, have a bit of a look at the sound. Where are we? That's sound effects. Yeah, I'm just going to reduce this down a little bit. It seems very, very loud. Okay, back into it. Okay, so we've got the... for me, this is... I really need to break through here very, very quickly. I've got the advantage here. I think I'm just going to smack this one now. I've got to be careful because you've got these coming. Yep. I need to win this one early. I can actually hit this one, where I do get a... the cohesion won't drop on contact, but I will actually at least do some damage. Or I can actually hit this one again with the archery. Again, I've got an advantage if I do smack it with the actual flank charge. Look, I might... God, which way do we want to go? I'll try this one just to see if we can sort of force the issue. Actually, another thing I do have is this one here. Let's just get this one started. It was only 6. That one you got the advantage at the start with that one there. Mine will bounce in and out, so they won't stop there. This one here, I wish that could have turned around somewhere. But anyway, let's just see what happens here first. Yep, nothing. In that case, now I do have to do something with these guys. And please, I can't rotate. I can't set it up.
I think I would have, and maybe it would have been a mistake. I think I would have charged with the light crossbowmen or the nomad light horse archers just to weaken my unit there and then attacked. But it could have been completely.
I'm just thinking though, if I could have forced something, because this one was a waste of turn anyway. Basically, like it was always going to be. Now I've got to wait 2 turns before I can actually get the flanking shot, which then allows your units to now come back in. Let's just do that. That did the damage.
Went really well. That actually went really well.
It did and it didn't, because now they're stuck in the fight, and you've then got forces that can now come and flank them. So it wasn't really a good move on my part. So these are probably going to run. Now they won't affect the others, but it wasn't great for me.
If you could lock it, if I can't reach you with my forces, if you could lock that combat in, I wonder if you could get the flank with that guy on the right side.
Yeah, this one now is probably going to have to come even further around. Actually, I think it's I think I'll move that one around just to try to put pressure on the rear. And we've got this guy as well. I think I'll move him across the top.
This is also very cinematic because my Teutonic Knights and your knights are arriving at this particular juncture at the exact same time.
Yeah.
Looking at each other from across the battlefield, like, to see who can kind of arrive first.
Got Melchior von, whatever his name is, against your guy.
Oh, yeah, lots of these fellows.
That's another one. One of the bases has now dropped in through there. Trouble I've got here, again, is just the damage that you're going to do through here. Now, the irregular foot is not really all that strong. This one here, I'm going to have to... We're losing this one badly. Like it's getting worse and worse. This one is going to fragment. Now, I've still got potentials here if you follow it up. Oh, yes.
Oh, you got lucky as hell. He got lucky as hell. So now I can't break him. I can't break that unit. That is very interesting. Okay.
It's
very interesting.
It's sort of interesting, but it's also a bit of a problem because I've now got to be careful of you flanking me. And I was hoping that you would have come in. You didn't follow up, which would have then given me a shot. So, but I was very lucky because it could have broken very easily.
I think so.
Now these raw crossbowmen are again very, very, very useless. Can't do anything with them. I'm just going to keep them all back. This then is a big, big problem. I can't attack because you're surrounding those.
And this is why I had moved that second one up. It allows me to control that zone of control, right? So in other words, it doesn't allow you to really escape from this area.
No, and it gives you a flanking shot.
Yep.
Whichever way it goes, really.
I shut down that escape route.
Keep that one there. And you have to be careful about how you're going to then sort of be twisting these around.
Yeah.
Yep. No, that makes life quite tricky.
I wonder if I can get in on the flank there of those brigands that you have, but I'm not sure I can rush up that hill and get to them all in one move.
No, you have to be here or here. Like they could potentially do it, but then they've still got to cross this. So there's no real way you can get to the flank.
There. Yeah.
So,
in other words, this battle I actually have to win it just right there, pretty much. Yeah.
I forgot about these.
This was a real shame. The damn hedge knights.
Oh, they're fine. What'll happen is at least they'll be, when this all starts to collapse, they'll be right there.
Yeah.
So they'll still be there in time. This unit here.
I'm very nervous because I think if you break me here, that's an easy rush.
Yeah, I will get there eventually, but it's going to be interesting to see what actually does happen. You've also got other forces you can bring through as well. So that's going to get very, very messy very, very quickly. No point going out with those. Just keep them in the rough. All right, well, that's about all I can do this turn, I think. Yeah, I've got... actually, I do have another one. I've got the others at the back. This group here.
Oh, yes.
Can now eventually attack that one. This one as well. But I've hardly got any movement because of they're fragmented. Okay, well, there we go.
All right, let's jump on over. Yeah, now it's really coming down to the line. Let me see. So once I go into my games, this refreshes. So for me, it's just hitting that my games thing. I want to see the movement of that Teutonic Knight to see exactly where I can put him this turn.
Yeah, it'll be able to put pressure on. I've got to somehow break your other guy. I mean, this was bad. I thought that he'd bounce in and bounce out, but he held in there, which is really bad for me.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to push me around a bit this turn if you wanted to. But I don't know if you're going to be able to. Like, it'd be interesting to see what actually comes of this. You could actually even turn the whole game on this move actually on that left flank. You're certainly going to win over here.
Yeah. I mean, I knew right away that I had to just be very aggressive here during this battle and just constantly push that right side. My concern was overextending, but I don't think it's too much of a concern now, especially since I trapped in these knights.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure what I'm going to do against these knights. See, I can't attack you with this unit this turn, so I think I'll just face. Yeah, pretty much face. So that's a loss. That's a loss too. See, those knights are pretty beefy. Ulrich
They are
von
strong.
Goldberg. So what I might do is just kind of just close him in here, just keep him there, pretty much. And maybe even use some archers. Now this distance is pretty piss poor. 0 of 6.
You can move them up in behind those spearmen and get a shot, I think.
Yep. And see, I would not have known that. Had I done a multiplayer game, I would not have done that. Like, Das just gave me the secret sauce for that.
Gives you a little bit more.
I think so. I think you're right. But it's sort of... I'm guessing these guys will be able to do some damage against him, but I need to wait for them to be able to attack.
Also, if you do attack me with one of them and it sticks, then the other one will then get a flanking shot the following turn. Like if those spearmen attack...
I did not know that. So in that case, let me just take a look here, because let's just see on the impact. So the impact for these guys is absolutely terrible. 82% chance of a loss, but what about the impact here with Ulrich?
You won't get the flanking shot if you attack with those. It's got to be the spearmen or it's got to be the other knights.
Yeah, so I'm going to hold.
Yeah, it's risky with that.
That's a mistake, but I'm going to hold on that one. And see over here. I was tempted to attack with the crossbows, and now I will charge with them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
It's not bad, but again, I wish your guys were like mixed in here.
Yeah.
Because if he fragments, there's not going to be any checks over here. But now I wonder if I should go ahead and hit this fellow. Ooh, it's a strong gentleman. Herr Lipp is a monster, man. He is really tough. Look at him.
It's just the commander being in there, I think.
It's just, he grew up, he was a child in German Sunday school, and all the children made fun of him, of his name, and now he's the most vicious warrior in all of Germany. I don't know what to do about him. I can't advance, because then you could just hit me there. It's an interesting situation. I don't know. What about... See, why can't I hit these guys?
I'm protecting those with the group that are behind it, but having said that, like in one sense, if you can overcommit my forces, you can then still get some other commitments. I might have to bring up my raw spearmen just to start plugging gaps.
Yeah, that's true.
Which I don't want to be doing.
Here's what I definitely will do. Although, again, that doesn't necessarily break you anywhere else. What I could do is move both of these guys up.
In fact, if you do that, though, and it sticks, then my guys will then get a flanking shot against you.
Yeah, that's right. Well, what I'm thinking, right, is I simply move up here.
Yeah, if you could definitely do that. Because
then you could attack... Well, here's what I can do.
Be careful. Be careful if you do that, because I've got forces that can actually still hit you from different angles.
True. It's a true conundrum right now.
Yeah, it is.
It really is. I think for both of us, it's a bit of an interesting situation. All right, well...
Both flanks are really in a dicey situation at this point.
They are. All right, let's see what we can do here with Mr. Teuton.
Before you do that, just look at the other forces.
I know. I'm seeing him. I'm just wondering, like, this is what I was thinking. I was wondering if I could get in here, right? Hit this knight, but it's just going to take too long.
But look at the other forces. Look where you can actually hit with your spearmen and also with those brigands.
So let's look here.
So you can actually hit that one.
That's actually quite good.
But if you do hit it, it's then going to force them to run away, I think. I think that they'll run.
I think so. I think the crossbowmen will run.
But it will then put them into another position. But will that then make it so that my knights on the hill will then be having another shot at them as well? So... It's a tricky situation, but those brigands against those lights.
I'm going to take the risk, and here's why. I wonder if I can move up here and sort of seal off this area. I don't think so. Yeah, I'm going to commit here. I can see your guys approaching.
Yeah.
They'll certainly be able to get here next turn. But at the same time, if I could get that first strike against them and hold you off, but these are raw spearmen. They're not going to hold a damn thing. Let's be honest.
No, they're not going to last long.
No, and so now I've kind of got these guys and these guys to worry about. I think this is what I'll do. It's a pretty cowardly move, but I'm going to take it. And I'm just so tempted to do something here, but I think this is what I'm waiting for, is the potential to attack here.
Yeah, I can't move out of there. I'm sort of stuck, really.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Huzzah!
I didn't think that would happen.
I just got a lucky shot, I think. It's a shame it happened so far away from the rest of your troops, though. That's the problem. Yeah, I'm wondering. Like, I'm just looking at this to see if there's any way you could escape. And
I can't escape, but it's going to take you 2 more turns though to break me.
Yeah. Well, that's what they're here for. Go, brigands.
Yep.
That's what they're here for.
Yep, that's got
I
him.
got lucky there. Yeah, I got quite lucky there.
Oh no, that was a good move. That was what sort of had to happen there. And they didn't bounce away either.
I'm telling you, these brigands are overpowered. They're just the brigands and the ribalds. They're not even brigands. They're brigands and ribalds. They're
gonna,
so good.
If they get caught out in the open with the cavalry, they're going to be in trouble. So.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, they work for nobles. They don't stab them. I hear I'm very tempted to charge.
Again, be careful. If you push me back, I've then got a flanking shot. So you do have to be a bit careful of that one.
It is true. We've already moved those crossbowmen, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to hold it here. It's again one of those situations where it's just like very uncertain as to what to do from here. So holding, I think, is the appropriate measure.
Yeah,
and again, guys, keep in mind you can always in the comments let us know, if you think we made a mistake, etc. We definitely appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm going to end the turn. I wasn't being facetious. We really do.
Exactly.
We really do. Although it kind of sounded like it didn't. I was like, yeah, we really appreciate that.
It's good to actually get the comments. In fact, it's one of the benefits of actually playing like this, isn't it? Really, so you learn so much from other players.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I guess in one sense you sort of expose your own inadequacies when you do live stream games or when you stream games, record them even. But you do learn a hell of a lot.
I mean, speaking for myself, I think weaknesses and inadequacies in the strategy community are not as easily accepted as like in an action games community. People can get quite critical, like, how could you have done that,
Yeah.
I mean, it happens. Mistakes are made.
And it's funny. I think a lot of people actually like seeing the mistakes. To be honest, it's like not in a Schadenfreude way, but in a sort of like a in a good way. That was a good move up there.
And look, even if it is in a Schadenfreude way, I have no issue with people laughing at my inadequacies.
I'm the same.
People, like, I'm so serious about that. I've actually gotten into fights. I'm not going to name names, but I've gotten into fights with other strategy gamers where I've pretty much written them off because they just acted in a very like pompous, uptight way, and it showed. And I just couldn't get along with that. We couldn't joke around. We couldn't laugh, and it's just like kind of gets really stressful and anxious. It's just an uncomfortable situation.
Yes. God, this is going to get tight over here.
Oh yeah. This is really down to the last few attacks.
Oh, they've rallied. Okay, they've rallied, but they're... oops, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to rotate around. Come back in. Not going to be able to put pressure on, unfortunately, but we may be able to put pressure on the turn after. Going to keep firing away at this one. We're on low ammunition now with these guys, so they're not going to be anywhere near as effective. These guys are going to break and run. Now it's what the roll on here is going to be. Is going to be the interesting thing. It's a bit risky me leaving this unit here, but I'm going to do it and just hope that we actually do okay. So I might as well get this one out of the way, I think. What's the easiest one? No, they're both bad.
Yeah.
Now, are you going to take anyone with you?
Yeah, let's see how this follows up.
Yeah.
So we did disrupt, yeah.
That's okay.
But he didn't do the follow-up charge, which means, it's a little... You could fill that gap, you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Here we go.
That's what I needed. I just need to keep on this hill.
That wasn't too bad, because I didn't do the follow-up charge, so now you've got that gap, you've got the thieves up there, or the brigands, whatever, but they could hold.
Now, these have come back as well. They're back to just disrupted, which is very good for me. Start putting pressure in with these roars. Now, with this is where it's going to get interesting because I don't know where to put this. You've got this one coming up.
Yep.
You've been able to move this one around here at any time, which I've got to now be careful that you don't get ahead of where I need to be. I'm going to rotate that one around. Just going to put pressure on both sides there. That's just to plug that gap now. So both commander-in-chiefs are looking at each other.
Yeah,
Grumprecht.
And I think I might actually move my guy up to that tile, so we'd be just looking at each other.
I can actually do a bit of an attack here, but again, I'm now on low ammunition. But I'll just do whatever I can here, I think.
The armor is so good.
Yeah, they're taking big damage.
Yeah, those spearmen have been just beaten up this entire round.
Yeah, they're not
this entire game, I should say.
They're not great units, but they're doing what they need to in through there. This here is pretty much, if I can get this one to break now, if I'm lucky enough. Nope. God, that was useless. In that case, I've got no option but to turn this one to face this side, and then get a flanking shot next turn if this one can. Well, this one should run. If it's gone.
Yeah, that break.
Which then sets these up as well. So no matter which way it goes, I'm going to have shots on either side. I have to be careful here. I can't attack because you're now in a position where you can actually get a flanking attack.
Yep. Whichever
way. So I've got to be very, very careful. Just rotate that one around just to protect. So that's all of my light horsemen now out of the picture. You've done well out on this flank, actually. It hasn't collapsed in the heat that I thought it was going to.
Better than expected, yeah. But it was also the time it took you to get that knight unit on the right side over. I think had you gotten him there a turn or two sooner, it would have collapsed.
Yeah. Whichever way you attack, the first attack is going to be a hard one, and really you've got to be careful because you're then not going to get the flank if you attack too much. So I do have some advantages there. It's 6 to 20.
A really beefy knight unit there.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Damn it!
To that attack.
That was the wrong one. Now I do get an advantage there, the flank attack. Let's just move this one up. Keep that one facing that way. Just got to keep the pressure on up this side now. Okay, that's done. They're done. They're done. And I think I've used this one as well. Yep, we're done. Okay, in turn.
Okay. Yeah, now it's becoming very give and take. It's kind of, it's almost like I'm afraid to make any move whatsoever.
It gets like that, doesn't it?
You know what I mean? It's sort of, we're just kind of there in the battle. Yeah, it's rough. So we'll see. I think I'm just going to have to take a risk here. I'm certainly going to have to take a risk against your surrounded knight. Because again, I think if I get one, like you said, if I can just lock him in, then I can get some pretty good attacks. Yeah, those rallies that turn for you were also quite nice.
They were. They were.
Such a wonderful sound too, that rally sound in game.
Actually, I better turn off that music, sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
There we go. Just every time I finish my turn, it comes up again.
And now it's actually quite loud on my end, but apart from turning it off entirely, yeah, which we could also do that. We could turn it off entirely.
Yeah, I can't hear it on your side. It sounds fine now.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's get stuck in.
Now, yeah.
So I'm trying to think who should hit you first.
Well, if you hit me with that one there, the other ones won't get a flanking move. You actually have to only attack with that one on the right.
I have to attack with this guy. So this is what I'm going to do. I'll try to weaken your guy a bit.
Yeah, good idea.
And that's it. I'm just going to have to commit. And as you can see, if I remain in the fight with this guy, it's not going to go well. Now let's see.
And now you won't get the flank.
You need to remain in that fight.
You won't
the initial attack.
Actually, one of the troubles you do actually have, is that my other the spearmen that I've got moved up are going to be able to then either A, get a flanking shot or stop you from getting the other flanking shot.
Yeah, that's right.
I only just saw that.
Here's what I could do. I can move up my cavalry and face the spearmen.
Yep.
It feels really uncomfortable, but it's the right move. You know what I mean? It's one of those situations. Feels like deadly, but it's definitely the right thing to do. And go ahead and smash in and hopefully stick in.
Oh, sorry, no, you shouldn't have done that turn.
Oh, I shouldn't because of the charge. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. That's why we're here.
Yeah, no, because that would have done is next turn you would have then got the flanking shot. Actually, I don't know if you get the flanking shot against cavalry. Actually, I may be wrong about that.
Maybe not. Yeah, because they're cavalry. I think they can respond in multiple directions. To get cavalry for a flank, you might have to attack from literally behind.
Or I think it's just got to be other cavalry that can do it. So yeah, probably wouldn't have done anything in that case. I always forget about that rule.
So. I don't think so. Nonetheless, now it comes down to the combat, and he's got an advantage. Your guy's got an advantage in the combat here. So I want to see. Well, I'm not going to turn around, of course, but see what I can do here. Now let's take a look at these fellows. I was also trying to break these guys here. The irregular foot. Again, only if that was a good charge. It's really not a good charge. So I'm going to keep firing. Although, gotta go for this one. Attack the brigands. And what I might do, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
I think that's a good move.
I think it's just like it could be a mistake, but then again, even here, I'm tempted to charge, but then of course you could potentially charge me.
It opens up options for me actually if you do that.
See, what I could do is do that and then move. Damn it! I should have held on to the light crossbowmen and used them to move up. Because see, then I could have charged here. And actually, I could still take this risk, but I don't think I'd break you on one attack. I just don't.
Well, also you then present your flanks to everything.
Exactly, to all of these units.
Yeah, even my raws that I've got at the back there. That's what I want, those raws to get those sorts of maneuvers.
Yes.
That's the only value they have.
What can I do? Now our generals are truly facing each other in battle. Again, if I could stick this through, but again, he's freaking light crossbowman unit, so he'll get out of there quite quickly. Yeah, I have to at least
try to protect the flank.
Charge. I'm going to take the risk. Damn it, not great. It all comes down to the individual numbers, boys. Yeah, no, I think with him we can. Then again, if he remains there, this raw spearman unit might actually have some value, but no.
God, it's tense, isn't it?
It is very tense. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I might as well bring the archers. Yeah, I think that's about it. Let's end that turn. I'll check the timing here in a sec, see if you guys have to wait for another episode.
Oh, yes. We've just gone past the 30 minutes, actually.
Yeah, we might. This would be a good time to end this episode, leave everybody in suspense here. Hold on a second. Yeah, I think that's it. Man, it's so just... It's really tense, as you mentioned. Jeez. All right, I'm just gonna end now because I'll overthink it.
All right, we'll see you in the next episode, guys.
See you guys.